Josh Lerman.
Josh, you got a little something on your shirt. Something on your shirt.
That is, that's what you call a near beard.
This one there is the same. Glasses, big, sorry.
All right, we're going again, right?
Yeah.
Is that cool? I don't know if you guys heard this, but Mel Gibson's doing a new movie, and some problems on the set. They had to stop it 9 times where they were filming the shower scene because Mel kept getting an erection. It's understandable, though, because it's a Holocaust film.
Wow. Open with that.
Kill him.
Career in Hollywood, huh? That's your goal?
No. This next comedian says that he is the oldest cracker in the box. Ladies and gentlemen, James Olsen!
I'm originally from Albuquerque, New Mexico, and I know what you're thinking. He's from New Mexico. He can probably speak Mexican or Spanish, whatever. And the answer to that is yes and no. And I know what you're thinking, hey, that's confusing. How can the answer be yes and no? We didn't come here for riddles. Make us laugh, funny man. Well, hold on. The reason the answer is yes and no is that it all depends who I'm talking to. And I know what you're thinking again. Hey, no more riddles. Tell us, make us laugh. Okay, hold on. The reason it's yes and no is this. If I was to say, Erosonte, paciente, casonte, casonte, eborosón, lasante, personas, and acentos, all the people here that don't speak English would probably think, hey, he's speaking fluent Spanish. But the people that do know Spanish, people that do know Spanish know that I'm just faking it. But it works on the white woman. And matter of fact, my last girlfriend was very turned on by my fake fluent Spanish, and things were going really good for a long time until she introduced me to her real Spanish-speaking friends. And, well, the game was pretty much over at that point. And, I told her I didn't, she was all distraught by it. I was saying, oh, I can't believe so much of our relationship was built on falseness. And I told her, I tried to make her feel better. I told her I didn't think it was so much built on falseness, and the blowjobs been giving me felt pretty real to me, I know. But anyway, when I was growing up in Albuquerque, it was a very segregated town, and me and my friends used to go down to the Mexican side of town at the risk of getting our asses kicked to meet Mexican girls, because by this time all the white girls hated us, and my friends used to like to take me along all the time, not because I was a good fighter, because I wasn't, but because I could always get us out of the fights. And the way I would do this, when they start kicking our ass, I would just go to the ground, and then I'd cover my mouth so they couldn't see me talking. And I'd say, hey, vatos, please are coming, árale, vámonos, vatos, please are coming, árale, vámonos. And they'd all take off running, and then we'd get up and go meet the girls they left behind. And it seemed like a pretty good system until they came back and started kicking our ass again. But anyway, that's enough about Albuquerque. Now I'd just like to give a compliment to all the big butt black women in the world who have been able to somehow convince the black man that big old wide butts are more desirable and appealing than tiny tight butts. How'd you do it? It's brilliant. I want to know, how do I stop working out, eat all I want, drink all the beer I want, get a big old blubbery beer belly, and convince all the women that's what they want. Like they come up to me, oh baby, that big old belly is turning me on. I need that big old belly. I don't like that man over there always working out, got no belly. I need my man that has some belly. I got some junk in my trunk, and I need my man that has some jelly in his belly. Oh baby, jiggle that jelly belly for me some more. That's turning me on. How'd you do it? All of us men, we want to know. Even the black guys out there realize what you do to them, just say, hey, how did they do that to us? We all want to know, we'll pay you. We'll pay you, tell us, it's brilliant. It's brilliant. But there's one thing you forgot to do. When you were doing this to your man, you forgot to make him color blind. Because we all know that the only thing a black man likes more than a big old black butt is a big old wide white butt. I can hear all the sisters talking now. Big butt white women taking all the good brothers away. Sisters, I don't want to hear it. You started it. Talk to the hand. Talk to the hand. I even wrote a rap song about the big white woman. Oh no, not another cracker trying to be a rapper. That's right, they call me the cracker rapper, and this is my song. She ain't out of luck because she got a big butt. She looking mighty fine when I'm drinking cheap wine. So she'll be my honey when I get some money, but until then, she'll be one of them there lesbians. Had a lot of fun with the big old buns, only problem is they're blocking out the sun. To me to be mean, but it's quite a scene when I use her butt like a trampoline. Gets me horny every morning with the doggone sexy snore. Jumps about and makes me a shout when she take a teeth on out. Got some neighbors in the trailer, sometimes I gets the layer. She real humdinger and a screamer, likes to go on Jerry Springer. She got no class, she got some white trash tattooed across her double wide ass. Thank you very much.
James, you scare me.
That's awesome.
Just remember, he said that, not us.
The stuff about, you know what, the first bit is really, really brilliant. You take too long getting into it going, I know you're all wondering why, don't tell me a riddle, tell me a riddle, all that kind of stuff. You do it twice. That piece really starts getting funny when you say, you might say speaking Spanish, and it's, well, I kind of speak Spanish, I don't speak Spanish, or you can just explain it, I kind of speak Spanish because I kind of fake it for my girlfriend. And then do it for us. That was really fun, you doing that. Right into it. We don't need all that setup for it. Because you're doing it because it makes her hot. My girlfriend likes it when I talk to her this way. And then you do your Spanish, right? And she's like, oh, God, And that was fine until she introduced me to her Spanish-speaking friends. And see, it got very funny. The whole situation got very funny, but the whole intro to it isn't necessary. But once you got into your girl, that's the point where it's good, clear, there's good, clear, negative opinions, was you were faking this accent and this dialect and stuff to turn your girlfriend on, and then the whole thing turns on you. That's very, very funny stuff. White girl, I don't know what that was. Were there gangs when you went in New Mexico, the other side of town? Were there gangs, or were they just, it was...
Well, back
It was a one large gang called the Mexicans.
Back then, you could go down and you weren't going to probably get killed. You might get dressed, but it was a different era. I mean,
Okay.
there was bad areas, but not like these days.
All right.
Just tear it up with Uzi or whatever.
Here's the hardest thing to kind of approach, because I want you to feel free to do whatever you want to do, but whenever white guys do other ethnic affectations, especially black ones, where you're going, hey brother, sister, and doing the dialect, you can get yourself in trouble. Audience, some people find that offensive.
What?
Am I wrong?
Well, I thought
No.
mine was pretty
But it
mellow.
was awesome.
I liked it. It was pretty, see, I thought the black people welcome would like it more than anybody else. That's what I
Yeah.
thought.
Then I take it back.
No, I just what I thought. But
If I can just comment on follow with Greg, it's just, it's fine. It's just that, when you were describing why do black women's asses, black men like the black women's asses and convince them that that's the better ass to have, and that the better, the whole explanation. Then you went into the black dialect. Well, I'll tell you that, my ass is better than my, whatever it's describing your point of view about black asses being the best ass for a black man is different than doing a black dialect and pretending to be black. That's the,
It
you
comes
get two ideas there.
It comes across as you're speaking for black people when you do it that way. Not from narrator, but when you go into her character.
But you could
Just-
say, I met a woman and she said this. Then it seems like you can say that as opposed to you saying it. Is that possible?
So it's a fine line. So wait. The most important things about stand-up comedy is your relationship with the audience. When you do things like that, you find the audiences go along with you and really enjoy it.
yeah. Well, I thought it was pretty much good humor type. I thought it was.
Yeah, so
personally.
don't do it in front of a white audience. You're good.
Bertie.
Yeah, I think the premise on that is excellent. How did you convince
like being fat is now the fucking thing for chicks. Like that is a pretty good. And then they responded with "Don't want no short dick man." That was the song they responded with, which was like not their end of the bargain, right? When you do the rap, also, I think that you need to enunciate more. I think you need to make sure that you enunciate every word because it has because the jokes are in the actual words, and you have a tendency to not be understandable when you get going.
Oh, slow down on the rap.
Not slow down, keep your speed, but enunciate. You know, poppy, 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 poppy.
And pull the mic down.
Enunciate and pause.
Big Maley.
You know where you pause. You know where your jokes are, and give that a couple of beats more. In other words, you hit the place where you think it's funny, where it's a good joke in the rap song.
Okay.
Just like a regular joke, you got to give it a couple of beats. You know, and you should be doing things.
More than
I really say that.
Okay, I got one.
Yep.
I like your character because it's like the corny cracker. So I feel like you can get away with a lot of stuff as being a corny cracker. You know, as long as you don't use the N-word, you can do a lot with that.
Yeah.
You know what?
Didn't
I
offend me
happen
at
to
all.
think she's right on.
Yeah.
You know,
It
because
didn't
I
offend
didn't.
me at all.
I wasn't thinking of it coming from the character of the corny cracker.
Yeah.
And you know, you're going to be, and part of the joke is we're laughing at the character. That, you know, you can do sometimes too as well. You
His
know.
point of view, like Archie Bunker.
I also just wanted to see the scene where you do actually meet the Hispanic friends and they say something to you in Spanish and then you just go, yeah.
See?
I just want to see that scene.
Okay.
¿Qué onda, cabrón?
Yeah, okay.
See?
Hasta Winnebago.
Muy retarded.
Is the Spanish accent okay?
What does this stupido mean?
Yeah,
Sound
yeah,
like Spanish?
yeah.
There's no Spanish in there.
I know.
There's no Spanish.
It was so
But it is
awesome.
so fake. Yeah, it is fake. It does commit.
Placido Domingo.
That is true.
Yeah, that
Why
makes
would-
sense.
Holy shit.
And there's a very famous comedian who was really famous for doing dialects and gibberish.
Yeah.
Sid Caesar.
Yeah.
If you guys know him, Sid Caesar from your shows and stuff like that, but he was, study him, he's one of the funniest comedians of all time. He was known for doing characters, Russian characters, Spanish characters, all in gibberish. He never spoke those languages, but he could do gibberish so convincingly you thought he was speaking in French. But he was just, wasn't saying anything, but it was hysterically funny because of that.
Well, can where I was doing that, it did seem like it got a little bit quiet when I went on some of the black stuff. And if the audience is gonna be a little uncomfortable with it, I can maybe change it up to.
You know what,
It seemed like they got a little quiet, but I know that's because this place is quiet like that. A lot of times the rooms are more noisy than.
The best thing is to do is to listen while you're doing it and assess your audience while it's happening and then go out to them and go, you guys are having a problem with this? And then talk to us as opposed to making a decision at home and what to do next time. Because the best adjustments and jokes are written in the present time, present sense.
Yeah.
So if you're in tune with your audience, which I was gonna also comment, a lot of your laughs, you're talking over the laughs and you're speeding through your set. And if you would slow down and listen to us and have more relationship, you would not work so hard. And you'll pace yourself with the energy that you're given and the energy we're giving back. Because we need time to laugh at these jokes, but you're not pausing for those, and so.
Where I get confused in the class is that I got 5 minutes to do it here, but it's supposed to stretch to 7 minutes, but if I wait for the laughs here, then I go over my 5.
Right. then
Let me
what
just
you're
say what I
getting-
said there.
yeah, but you didn't go over your 5
Okay.
tonight.
But if I slow down and wait for everything, I'm gonna go to 7. I
You're
can't-
fine. Slow. That's why I'm
Okay.
slowing you down.
Okay,
Is
so
so that
Okay.
And when we say slow down, we're not saying slow down your speech. She's really saying take breaks. Maybe look at when you started out. You came out and said, "Hi, I'm James." It was very conversational, and that seems like a pace. Now, when you go into a character, they have a different pace. But watch what you did when you opened. You were really being yourself, and you were really talking to us and saying hello, and that was very genuine.
You should have tried to do that more.
Yeah, that's you in relationship with us. You really, it was very, very nice. Oh, okay, we're gonna move along because we're way over time with this and stuff. Really?
Yeah, just the mic lower, because when I got quiet, it was because your voice was kind of booming, and I really wanted to hear what you were saying.
Yeah.
So I wanted.
problem.
It
Pull
did,
the mic
it,
down
yeah,
when you're
it
singing.
it brought in distortion and made it even harder to understand.
When I'm doing the rap.
Yeah, because you're holding it a little. You're still every. I don't know where we went from out here to here. Here is where it's supposed to be. people keep putting it out there and it still distorts stuff.
And you're so loud anyways that,
You're loud anyway, they probably
Yeah,
should be
obnoxious
even
and-
lower, on your chest even lower. It's like, give her a round of applause!